Well, so far guys, I haven't found one that didn't root. Alright guys, this is the video you've been waiting for. You guys have been following this little series for, what, 6 months now? And if you watched that last video, if you didn't, go click on the link up in the corner there. But if you watched that last video, you saw me pull one of those English Laurel cuttings out of the frame and you saw the roots on it. But we haven't done one thing yet. We haven't pulled the box off and seen everything going on in there, and I haven't done it either. So together, we are gonna see the results right now. All right guys, so here it is. I always get excited for this moment. It's been all winter long, and one thing I noticed, I'm going to show you just a sec here, there is actually some new growth going on with these guys already, and it's just starting to peek out, so we got to get these things potted up. Let's pull this off. I'm going to pull the glass frame off, I'm going to pull the wood box off, and we're going to see what's happening. All right, so there's our frame, guys. Let's lift this lid up. We're going to start with this. I have not taken that lid off all winter long. Just had it propped up on these blocks here for airflow. These guys froze hard as a rock through the winter time, and here they are. I mean, you can see already starting to bounce back. Look at that. Look at that new growth. You see that? Look at that. I came out here the other day and I saw this and I said, dang, Mike, you need to get after this, man. I even got one of them blooming here. Look at that. Cool. Another little bit of growth right there. This stuff's beautiful. I love English Laurel, but we got to get it out of here before all that new growth starts and those roots start getting tangled in there. Now, like I said, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm sure there are a lot of roots down in there. Let's find out. All right, you guys ready for it? Let's go. Pull that top piece off there. In fact, let's stand him up and get him out of the way. And then we are going for it. We are just gonna go for it because I am gonna pot all these up. It don't matter if this all falls apart. All right. All right, let's see what we got. Anything good going on in there? I see roots. Do you see roots? There's one right there. There's a root. Looks like a new fresh growth right there. We got older roots right down in there, a whole bunch of them. Let's start tearing this apart, guys. Let's go. Let's go for it. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man, this is a matted mess. It's already a matted mess, guys. Jeez. Here, let me get this back. In fact, let's put this camera back and you can see all this as it's happening. All right, I got you down a little closer here, so let's start pulling all this apart. Man, look at that, guys. Shake some of that out there. Look at all those roots. Look at that. Amazing. It's amazing, guys. We are going to have a ton of cuttings to pot up, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Look at that. Every single one of these things, every one of them took, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Just tons of roots. Every single one of them. Alright guys, before we go any further, we gotta talk. Are you listening? We got this thing focused right? Listen, I get so many comments on Facebook and on YouTube saying, Mike, I tried your method with the tote. It didn't work. I got rotted cuttings. I get so many comments about that, and it breaks my heart, man, because the methods actually work. Everything I do here, I'm filming for you guys and it works. So if you're struggling, if you're having trouble propagating the plants that you want to propagate, consider doing this method. I'm filming it for you guys right here. Everything I'm doing is in as real time as it could possibly be, and I'm showing you the results. So if you guys want success, this all works. Everything we've been doing up to now works. But this method with the frame that I've taught you how to build, starting with the first video, go click on it and watch it now. All of this works, and this frame works way better. So what I would highly recommend you do, because we're heading into spring now, and this frame works awesome for softwood cuttings, which now is the time to do softwood cuttings, now and in the next few weeks or the next month or so. So I would highly suggest you build this frame. Watch this series again, build this frame, and get started, because you guys will have unfounded success with it. I really know it's true. I believe that, and I believe it for you guys. Alright guys, so this is where things can get a little time consuming when it comes to potting up this many plants. So what I like to do is just lay out a whole bunch of 1-gallon pots, put some bark in them, and then just go down like a production line, 1 plant in each pot, start barking them one at a time, and just do like 10 of them at a time. So far guys, I haven't found one that didn't root, and even the weakest of all of them that I found so far started rooting like crazy just this spring. Look at all those new fresh roots just busting out of that guy. Isn't that crazy? I think it's safe to say this propagation frame works great, and English Laurel is a good plant to put in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times 7. What is that, guys? I don't know. What is that? 70, 80, 90, 105 plants. Is that right? I don't know. Is my math correct? Let's check these guys out. Look at that, man. All done. So right in this spot previously sat that little frame, which is actually right here now. There's the glass. And it all sat right there, and now we got 105, I think, if my math's right, beautiful little plants sitting right here in this area. And these guys are going to grow on beautifully through the summer. So we got them fertilized. You can see, put a little weed blocker down there. We had plenty of roots. They're all going to take off. And after getting all of this done, guys, check it out. Every single flipping one of them rooted. I mean, if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. Like I said before, it just goes to show that propagation frame works. And so for all you guys out here, all you doubters out there that think propagation isn't going to work for you, and you've been coming at me with questions about mold and talking about failure of rooted cuttings, here it is. It's springtime, guys. Get the frame set up now. This thing works. So I miscounted, guys. There's 97 of them. Hey, we can't all be perfect. But 97 rooted cuttings and 100% of them rooted in that frame. I am just completely stoked about that. Amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten results that good, even with these English Laurel, and they root pretty readily at the right time of year. So now that we've got them all potted up, we're going to go through the summer, keep them watered really well. They're already fertilized. This is a 4-month slow release fertilizer, so they're good to go now. I just need to come out here and water them with the rest of my plants, you know, once a week for now, probably once a day in the hottest part of summer. But these guys will probably put on a foot, maybe 2 foot of growth. We'll see. It's in this 50% shaded environment, and they're going to grow like crazy in here, especially being fertilized so well. I think we're going to have some beautiful English Laurel plants ready to sell next year if we want to, or repot up or plant out in our landscape. But we're going to have a lot of beautiful little plants here by the end of this summer. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys exactly what we've got at the end of summer, show you how far they've come, how much they've grown. It's going to be beautiful, guys. This is going to be a sea of green. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this part of our little series. Now is the time. It's springtime. I put this frame together last summer. I knew the video wouldn't get uploaded until August, September, October, something like that. And I think it was around October. But I knew that going into spring you guys would have these videos. So get the frame set up, man. Go back to part 1 and watch those videos and get the frame set up, because you guys can propagate all kinds of softwood and some semi-hardwood cuttings on the edge of softwood through the summer with this frame, and you're going to do just fine. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to follow along and see how these guys turn out by the end of summer. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.